And it's Gordo here from Gordo's Games, and we're back for some Digimon TCG content. Today, I'm back after a little while off because I've been ill myself, so apologies for that. I know the content has been lacking a little bit as of recent, my apologies there. But we're back for a deck profile, and this is what I just came with myself. Inspiration for the deck, big shout out to Legion because he was the one that put me onto Dorbick, and I generally just like the style of play with the Dorbick, but not the one that goes into Link Dragons. It's just Dorbick. Now, I've played his Ragnar version. I really like it. Now, I don't think this by any means is in comparison better, or is just another way of playing the deck, in honesty. The reason I like Lychee's deck so much was purely because of the fact there were so many just random cards, but with such good thought process behind every single one, because they all make sense, they all have a part to play. So I have kept some of the characteristics in this deck, and some of the logic to it, but I've just kind of changed around some of the top end and some of the pieces that go with it. So if you do like the deck, if you do have any comments for it, by all means just give me a shout out, let me know in the comments down below, and yeah, let's get into it. So just to go over the base lineup first of all, so we run just the 4 regs, so we need, realistically, we want to try and push this game out as quick as possible. We're not looking to slow ball or just slow play into things in any capacity. We're running 12 level 3s, 11 level 4s, 8 level 5s, 5 level 6s, and then 2 level 7s. So you do have a top end for this. So in line with what previously you may have seen, is I'm running the Gearmon package. I do think it's one of the stronger packages just because it does allow you to decipher cards and it does allow you to get rid of those floodgates. This one being a criteria for Dorbick anyway. This one being more so the fact that it allows you to draw, you can get a draw 1 off of it on occasions, which is quite handy sometimes. We kept the 2 Volvomon in. It's a pop. When attacking, if this one is on play, delete 1,000 of your, delete one of your opponent's Digimon with 3,000 DP or less. So it can help clear out floodgates again. Agumon, we're looking for some DP buff because we do want to be surviving our checks, because we do want to try and do more. So this deck, I do run some additional security checks to try and push out that game a little quicker. Moving on to level 4s. We do run the Greymon 2000 DP. It's just the generic 2000, so it's not just applicable to Greymons and Omnimons, and it's only a forecast play, so it can help us play out of bricks. We run the ground one, which is also forecast again. From the start deck, one of the opponents this one is deleted, gain 1 memory as inheritable, so it's really strong, really helpful in this deck to try and retain turn when you've got the Dorbicks. Run the Growl X Anti, more cycle power, but also, as you'll notice with the Gearmon and Groundmon, as Lychee did with his list, it gives you that additional 1,000 DP buff, so you can bump it up to the 15k. I'm running 2 of the Greymon starters here, so I'm not running the Machinedramon package in here because I'm not running the Ragnar at the top end. So I opted to put a few additional checks in there to try and help push the games just to finish a little bit quicker there. I do like the Ragnar package and the Flamesmons overall. It does suffer when you don't have access to the mulligan to do things just purely because of bricky hands. So I'm trying something a little different. Moving on to level 5s, we run 2 Voltramon, additional security check, just generic, same as the Greymon here. So as you can see there, if we're looking to get 2 checks already, so that on the door bit we could do security attack plus 2, which is quite nice. And obviously we can still put under the 2k buff here and the 2k buff from Yagu, so we can look to be at least a 16k 3 checks, which is quite safe. We run 2 of the Voltramon for draw power. This I'm kind of up and R about. I'm flicking between the 3 at the moment because the Voltramon security attack I do want to keep in here, but the draw power is quite crucial as well. And you'll also but this one has the additional gain 1 memory back when going through when you delete a Digimon if you have it on play. So with the Dorbickmon it can come up quite well. Also can come up with this as well, which I'll go through in a moment. I'm actually going to change that right now with you all here. I'm actually going to go 3, 3 there and 2. Alright, so you see we get 2, 3 and 3. This is kind of the ratios I think would be suitable, because you don't want to go all in on security attacks, because if you don't have the DP for it anyway, you're not most likely not going to be able to do much, and if you don't have the turn, you're not going to be able to do much. So that'll be the ratios I'd go with. We go 1 Revenge Kidmon, We do run some options in here, so we can recycle cards back in, but there's a lot of things like security control around, so we're just being able to cycle cards back into our deck by any means is always a nice thing, and be able to clear something off board. And if we do play this at the right time, let's say we have a Dorbickmon with a stack of Growl 1 and Growl X, we can gain some memory back just from this side of things, and it also increases the deletion you can go up to. So normally you can go up to, I think it's 8,000. If you have 7 more cards, return the user effect, delete one of your opponent's Digimon 3 Musketeers in its traits, or 8,000 DP or less. So we can look to buff that up to potentially 10k, which is quite good. Just being able to get that additional pop in there. I did consider running the Hina in this deck because of the fact we're using an on-play here with Avenge Kid and also Dorbick. I'm just not a fan of Hina, if I'm completely honest. I think she's quite slow. That's just my take. Goes well on the Link Dragons because they literally have a deck of on-plays, but there's just not enough to warrant it, I don't think. To go with the top end, we are running 2 Gallimon Crimson mode. Now I know this seems a little bit out of place with it all, because it's not exactly, it doesn't have an on play, it's not doing anything else. But this is something I'm trialing, because if you can rush down an opponent enough to be able to be in a position where you're about to push for game, with all the additional memory game things back, we can look to lower this down, the overall costings for Crimson, whereby again its pop go off. But if they're at one security against Crimson mode is nothing. That means it's game basically. So it also automatically puts your opponent on a timer. So I'm trying 2 Crimson mode at the moment. Now in respect of trying to keep your opponent from just clearing you out completely, we do run some options. Run 2 Crimson Blaze. For those wide boards, we do have the DP extension on there, so we can on our turn delete up to 8k's worth of bodies. Which can be quite devastating to some decks, and also just playing the Crimson Blaze in response to your opponent's next turn. Let's say, for example, Hydra Bloom Lord, whatever, green grass, whatever you want to call it at this point. Playing that in advance to your opponent's turn can slow them and potentially stop them from going into their big plays, and give you another turn to set up if needed. We're in 2 Fireball because, like I said, draw power is a thing, but this can also kill floodgates. And once again, we do have the whole thing. This can tell potentially to a 5k body. It's not what we want it for realistically. It is literally draw power. So if it goes on security, they've got nothing worth killing. Great, draw 2 cards. That's fine by me. 4 memory boosts at the moment. This could go down. To be honest, I might have overcommitted a little bit here, but I feel like you do need to get the pieces as soon as possible. You do need the memory there as well, and because we have so many ways we want to be taking out their floodgates so that they don't stop this from being negated, I just think it's worthwhile. Gaia Force, there's things like Melga, any thing like Melga, Grandis like that, those big bodies that you just can't, you're not going to be able to deal with because they're going to be too quick. A Gaia Force is always a great way to handle it. I know 9 times out of 10 we want it in security rather than the hand, and that doesn't always work out, but you know, you play the hand you dealt, right? And then last but not least, 2 Takato. Taking off the back what I just said, I am going to make one change again. This is a live change here. So we're going to 3 men boost, 3 Takato. Now the reason with Takato is literally for Gallimon Crimson mode, so we can pass turn and blitz, but it's also we do gain memory from it because the deck does a lot of deletion. We can still use this to gain memory. So it's if we are at the point, let's say for example, we're at 2, we can play the Dorbick for 3, but we can't gain the we're not able to delete. Let's say they've got 2 Madokis out, for instance. We can't gain the memory back because there's going to be 1 left over. The Takato will allow us to gain that memory back to retain turn. It's a very, very situational thing, and it may not always come up things like that, but Tamer's gaining your memory. It's like Cool Boy. Having the Tamer gain the memory back for you can change situations quite a lot. So I think Takato here has got a place. It's not generically good for every deck, but the undeletion, when someone's deleted, gain a memory is quite a handy trick to have. And then obviously if you put the Gallimon Crimson mode on top of all this, you know, it's an added bonus. I was considering putting a second level 6 Gallimon alongside it, but with him not being fodder for Dorbick to be able to use, I just think it would end up bricking more times than not. So that's the deck. If you do like it, if you are interested to see how it plays out, I'm going to do some testing of it over coming weeks. But by all means, let me know if you enjoyed it. If you do enjoy the content, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, hit that bell for notifications so you know when this content goes live for you. And overall, just leave me a comment. Let me know what kind of things you're looking for, because we are always looking to put out new content, new things. So we're all ears. Catch you later.